Algumas informações são críticas para um negócio e você vai saber quais são neste vídeo. Eu sou Augusto Tons, investidor-anjo e mentor de startup. Hoje eu conversei com um empreendedor de uma fintech de microcréditos. Se você tiver alguma pergunta ou quiser fazer algum comentário, pode deixar aqui abaixo. E se você acha que esse vídeo pode ser relevante para alguém que você conheça, fique à vontade em compartilhar. E fique agora com mais uma análise de pitch.
This is the logo, Banky, and this is the concept that this is going to be Airbnb of P2P micro lending using blockchain. And this is a network where we're gonna build from the people. Like people are going to be our network. So this is the mission. Can you read the text or should I explain it? I'm not sure if the quality of the screen is really good.
No, it's very good, the quality of screen.
Okay, great.
But you can explain.
Okay, so it's going to be a virtual bank on the later stages, money transfer on the later stages, and P2P lending beyond the border on the blockchain. So even you have a bank, or if you don't have a bank, you still have access to take the money out, because sometimes you have the bank, you have a debit card, but there's no ATM, so you cannot get the cash. Or maybe there's an ATM, but that is not from your bank, that is from Z bank, and you have the account in X bank. So you get stuck, and it happens normally here a lot. And there are some areas there is no banking system at all. So you still, but there are shops, so you are still able to take out the cash. And the good thing is, you don't have like one can get a loan 24/7, even in the night, even in the weekends, even in the when there's a festivals. Because the competition we have here, those people, they provide only services between Monday to Friday, and they do a paper verification. So if you apply on Friday, they will go for verification, and the result will come on Monday. On Monday, if they approve, the balance will transfer to Tuesday. So it takes a lot of time, but this one is a quick, like 30 seconds. So these are the plan, like these are the circumstances where one needs a quick cash. It happens a lot here. I'm not aware of in Brazil, but like I have tons of friends who always asking money, even 10,000, even 20,000, because like it's month end, they don't have money to buy something now. Even sometimes they don't have money to buy food. So those are the stuff where like people are always looking for cash. So maybe, and people love drinking here, I guess in Brazil also, but when they drink, mostly they are out of cash. Like they finish like 3-4 bottles, then they don't have money to pay for bottles. So with this, they can get a loan. They can buy food, they can pay the bill before the service is cut off. And if they are out for shopping, if they are missing some little cash, they still can get the cash. If they are traveling, they are in area where they don't know anyone, they still can get the cash. They are on the location which does not accept the card, still they can get the cash. So these kind of stuff where they can use this application to get the quick cash. So this is something is an explanation. Like I give an example, like Carlos is a person who is urgent need of a small cash. It's like 20,000. So what he gonna do? He go to the application, he requests a quick loan. So the system approves his loan and send a request to the lenders in that particular area. So another guy whose name is John, who runs a grocery store in that area, he accepts that request. So the Carlos will get the direction that you have to go in that direction in that store and get your money from there. The transaction of this transaction will happen with the QR code. So they don't have to show their identity, or they don't have to show anything else, only QR code. So it is very secure, and it also shows that the transaction is already happened. And Carlos has 14 days to return the money. So he can return the money to another banking point in another city. And once the funds are returned to the system, system will take his profit and give money to the Carlos, to John. So these are the benefit. Like
just to understand, the idea is that people will receive money from other people in cash, right? The whole idea is based on cash.
exactly, because cash is king.
Okay.
So these are the benefit for borrower. Like it's an instant loan, it is auto approved, no paperwork, 24/7, and you can get money without a ATM. For the lender, because they already have a shop, they already have a small amount at their disposal to use anytime, so they can lend money like 20,000. 20,000 is around $6. So they already have around $100 in their account, in the box in their shop, so they can lend that money. And the considerable return is like 260% on annually. Like if the money is going every week with the same period, with the same numbers of day, so the total return will be 260. Like if he give 20,000, he gonna get commission 2,000 in 14 days. So the benefits for bank is like it is a network of people. So like we are not along with any other system. We are building our own network, which is already existing. We just have to connect them. We're gonna get the commission on lending. Like whenever a transaction of lending happen, we get the commission. There's a penalty fee. When a person is not able to pay on time, there's gonna be a penalty fee which will go to the system. We don't want to encourage them, but for sure that is one way of to making money. And when we have that network, we can go with the payment transfer services. So the tech specification for the banking is artificial intelligence with a selfie for quick verification, blockchain based transaction. Later we're going to create a token economy, and the application going to be Android and iOS. So
okay, just one thing about the product. Let's go back one slide.
Sure.
What is the risk analysis that the platform conducts? How, as I'm a store that has cash, and I can provide money for people who are looking for, but I don't know him, I don't know her. How can I know if it's a good investment or not?
All right. So the every profile is already approved. Approved means we go with the verification process. But making it easy, like anyone, almost anyone who does not have a very bad credit history, he can get 20,000. But with a good credit history, with a good ranking, you can go above 50 and something like that amount. And if you are making a good transaction, you pay on time to the bankie also, your profile gets higher and higher, and the leverage goes higher. So what happens that
in the first,
when the application,
when I sign in the platform, what is the analysis that you conduct?
We're gonna check the credit history.
Sorry?
We will check the credit history.
So you need to have access to the credit history.
Yes, that's correct.
How?
Because with the credit check, we just need an authorization from a person, and then we can do a credit check. But I'm working on with my team to make it more easy, because credit check for every person, and when we're gonna have like 10,000 people are getting registered per week, we may not be able to, and we want to keep like very easy way, because we are landing at 20,000 only. So what we are doing, we are also checking with insurance company to provide us an insurance service for that. If the guy is not able to pay, the insurance company will pay. So we are working on that kind of stuff, but want to make very easy for people.
I see. So the idea is not necessarily conduct a risk credit, but to use an insurance company to secure the operation. And because the amount is not very huge, you believe that it won't be a problem.
Yes, that is correct.
Hmm. I'm not sure about it.
Yes, you're right also in that case because looking at the same thing like when we have like 100,000 transaction per month, uh, risk analysis maybe 5% people won't pay back. So if 5% don't pay back, it's a good business. If 10, no, we have to work on something. So there's some stuff we are working on, but apparently landing here in Colombia is getting much better because if any service which provide a quick credit, like people take care of that point because people here I'm won't say that, but they're like not good in managing budget. So they're always in need of money.
Yeah, I know it happens. It happens a lot.
Yeah. Like I
Mm,
have several friends who are getting 2 million, 3 million salary, but most of the time even they don't have money for food. So
yeah.
I lend them money. They always come back to me for money and I lend them like 10,000, 15,000, which is not a big amount, but even they don't have that amount. So, and the day they get the salary, the next day they pay me back.
Do the lender.
Yeah, that's correct. We are working on that point. I mean, like that point is really need to be worked.
Yeah, just one question, additional question. The risk of the business is on you unless you get an insurance, right? Because
Ye-
who lends the money, they have no risk because the risk is on your platform. Is that correct?
there are 3 points on that. First, we can give the risk to the lender because they are also making money.
Okay.
Lending is always a risk. Even I'm lending money to someone, I always know maybe it will come back, maybe it will not come back. So, and I'm taking profit on that, which means I am accepting the risk. So if they are lending, they accept the risk because they are making money on it. Even a bank, if lends the money, they are taking a risk. First thing. Second thing, that system provides them a guarantee that the payment will come back. If the payment does not come back, the system will pay. That's something we have to work on. How we can, make it reasonable that it won't give up a big X to the system. Third, we have to use if we get an insurance company to secure that amount, because looking at the number of transaction, there is a possibility that an insurance company can join us.
Okay, I see
So
now the idea. So when I decided to join the platform and lend money, I would have three possibilities. Oh, I want to lend $1,000. So I will see in the screen. Well, how does it work? Do you have the screens or a mock-up or something?
not yet. This was like I told, like until Sunday we're gonna finish it because there's some stuff is pending. The
Okay,
thing
no
is,
problem. No problem. Just
yeah,
explain me.
yeah, yeah,
Explain.
sure. Uh,
Explain. I'm a lender and I want to lend money. What I would have to do in the platform?
all
First
right.
thing, I will sign up and I will do what?
Okay. When one person is signing up with the bank, there are gonna be two options. You're gonna be a lender or borrower.
Okay.
So when they go to accept a lender, every information is the same. Only there will be a pop-up will show the risk of lending.
Okay.
So they're gonna be like in a bullets, like 3, 4 points that these are the risks that you are accepting by using this application. So
Okay.
yeah, and the lending amount from the start will be like 20 to 50,000. No more than that. With that time, we're gonna increase, and we're gonna see If people has a good profile, we go to 100,000, 200,000.
Okay.
Yeah. One is signing up. He puts all the information, okay, required information. He verified his account, and then there will be a pop-up that landing, the risk of landing, they're gonna be 3-4 points. Then he accept. Then he gonna select his limit. Like he can spend 100,000 only in period of 15 days or per month. So he set his limit of investing 100,000 Colombian peso per month.
Okay.
So once a request will be generated on the system, so if he receives that request of 20,000, a guy come in and take the 20,000. So now his limit is 80,000.
Okay.
Once that money come back to the system, his range again go to 100,000.
Okay. How about the income tax? Not income tax, sorry. The interest.
Interest is 2,000 for the lender, actually, which is 10% for the lender. 10%
per?
yeah, per transaction.
But how about the period?
It is a simple one fees, like to make it very simplified. So you borrow 20,000 today, you have to return 24,000 or 25,000 in 15 days, right? So in 15 days, during any time one pays back the money, the amount will remain same. To make it very simplified, because this is the amount you are taking, this is the amount you have to pay in 14 days, that's it. There's no interest rate on per day because we are giving only 14 days like.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on the lender side?
On the lender side, it's going to be same, like this is the amount you are giving in 14 days, this is the amount will come back. So it can come back one day or it can come back in 14 days.
Oh, I see.
Like I'm trying to make it very simplified. Like this is the amount you are taking, this is the days you have to pay back, and this is the amount you have to pay back. That's it. Because we're not using like the interest rate will be increased by day, and because there's very small amounts.
Yeah.
So and going with that, maybe one is making like a, for example, mil peso, like 1,000 peso, which is nothing, neither for landlord, neither for system, neither for anyone.
I see.
Yeah.
Have you thought about the security?
Security of application?
No, the security if a robber would assess the platform and know who is with the money.
Because the people who are with the money are the shopkeepers. It is seem like considered like if a robber join Uber and they order a Uber and they take out the car. So like those crime we cannot do anything. Like being frank, if one guy come and take out the Uber car, no one can do anything because these are like things are happening all over the state. So mostly the only thing what we can do is like uh, because these are we are not showing that this guy how much he has. He requested 20,000, so he will go to the shop and take the 20,000. That's it.
Okay, where are the
Like the
shops?
normal grocery shops in the streets. We are building a network in the shops, like the existing shops itself. They already have a shop, a grocery shop, and we are giving them an extra way to make money.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
what
so
I'm talking about when I mention security. Because the robbers would know where the money are. Do you believe that it could increase the possibility of the store being robbed or stealed?
Uh, well,
Stolen?
that's yeah, I understand. That's I mean, we cannot do anything about the security. It is all over the places. The only thing what we can do is like we are giving a very small amount, and every shop has like 100,000 or small amount. They already have it. So looking at that point, what you are saying, actually you brought a good point, which I'm going to write it down. We can also do a police check record.
Yeah, I think the most critical point is this one. Thinking on Brazil, I'm not sure about other parts of the world. Maybe in other countries like Switzerland or parts of
Dubai.
Europe, maybe it's okay, but here I would not want to say to the community that I have 10,000 reais in my store.
Okay, yeah, I got your point, and you actually you have raised a very good point, and I already put in my note that we have to do a police record check. So if there's no problem in the police record, we can give. And may I ask, like this, because 20,000 peso is a $6, maybe around $5 now.
Sorry, say that again.
The 20,000 Colombian peso, that is around $5.5.
$6?
Yeah, this one I'm saying like 10,000 Brazilian, how to say that word? I'm not sure the currency name of Brazil.
Reais.
Reais. It's a very big amount, I know,
Yeah.
because I was in Sao Paulo. But Colombian peso 20,000 mean is less than $6.
So you are thinking on lending $6?
Yes, micro payments.
Micro, 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 micro.
No, because the thing is, there are two kind of fintech. Even the fintechs, they are big fintech, like the Rappi.
Yeah.
Rappi created another one, Rappi Credit. Even they are giving like a $30 credit, no, $50 minimum.
And you are thinking on lending less.
See, actually it is the start. Like once a person who take out the money, give back, like his profile is getting good numbers. So after 5, 6 transaction, he can go to the 50,000, and after several period of time, he can go to the 100,000. And there's another product which is goes to 500,000, which is around $150. So he can have access to that amount also.
I see. Yeah, so this problem about the security at this size is not a problem.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like because this is a really small amount. So I mean, like so.
Do you have a market research
Yeah.
identifying how many people would not have this amount of money?
I will tell you a story. In the meanwhile, in the pet subscription business, I have a girl who was working with me, and we are paying her weekly. So once she decided to leave the job, uh, rather than the company has to pay her, she has to pay us back, because that is the amount of money she has taken from us with a very small amount, 20,000, 30,000, 10,000. So at the end of the week, we did not pay her. She is the one who was paying us back because she has taken more than his salary. So here, this is a very normal situation. Uh, I was working in a call center for a while. Out of 10 people, there are 3 to 4 people always looking for small amounts. Maybe I'm asking like $2, $3, $4, because they don't have money to buy lunch.
Yeah, but then you're thinking on people that lives on streets.
Yes, I did a survey of around 100 people. The area I want to target is in Bogota. It is like a south side of the Bogota. And out of 100 people, I asked question like in last 3 months, how many time they have borrowed the money between like the small amount. So around, let me open the paper. I think this was here. The percentage was 69% people has taken a small amount more than once in last 3 months.
Yeah. I see. This idea is very crazy, but I like it.
Yes, actually, the thing is, there are around 50 plus fintech in Colombia now, and they're all. I also put the competition here in the further slides
Let's
that they
go.
are
Let's
giving.
go to the competition then.
Okay, so actually, I give you one more idea, like where we are going actually. This is the start, but where we are going actually.
Okay.
The first phase is developing the P2P lending network, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second phase, here in Colombia, money transfer is really expensive. So when a person has to do around $16, he has to pay $3, $2 to $3 fees to transfer the amount. So with our target shop, if we have a 50,000 shops, for example, in the whole Colombia, first we have a 50,000 point where the payment can be made, and we can give a minimal charges. We have a bigger network, our charges are lower, so we can get the money transfer option also. That is the next phase I'm looking forward. The third phase, we're gonna go with the online credit option. That online credit will be provided by Banky. So anything we make on that credit, that profit will go to the Banky. That option is the pay later, like you have seen PayPal has a pay later option. So people can buy online or anywhere they want with a virtual credit card, and they have 14 days to pay that amount with a very minimum charges. So we're gonna integrate with the online shops and some physical shops where these things can be happen, and the shops will be more happy because this will increase their sale, and this will good for us because all the profit on that amount will come back to the bank. In the next 5 years, I'm thinking to create a digital token to do a cross-border payment option. So with the cross-border, using our own token, we can avoid the forex exchange losses. Like for example, I transfer an amount from Dubai to Colombia, around $10,000, and my loss was around $400 on that amount. With the fees, with the transfer, with the forex transfer exchange rate and the fees, it was huge. So we can kill that losses with our token money, and we will just use a simple flat rate. But this does need a lot of legal process and need a government approvals and all that. But that's going to happen like in maybe in after 2 years. So this is a market potential. I don't think so I have to tell you because you already know the Latam. These are the people. Me, Claudia. Claudia is the one who has a credit sale experience around 16 years, and she's working only in credit from 16 years. So she is going to be our director. This is the tech team we are using. These are the alliance we're gonna make. Okay, these are the competitions we have, the major. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so first is Rappi, which is backed by Rappi. Competition level is medium because they need approval, paper approval and bank transfer. So that goes up to a lot of time taking. And the interest rate per year is approximately 436%. So in that case, we have an advantage. Our interest rate is low, fast cash, instant approval, like 30 seconds. And you need a web platform. Linero is the same thing, web platform, interest rate is higher, manual process, and they follow completely business hours. So there's a Credismo that is also a web platform, but we don't have that much competition with those guys because they are like a regular lender company, but they just transfer to fintech. The high competition we have is with the Nike. Nike is backed by Bank Colombia, so they have like a good sport.
Mm-hmm.
The approval rate is good. They use the application, their application. I have used their application. I have checked all the process, and their application is a really good tech. So we're gonna have the competition with Nike actually, and we're gonna make a difference with two things. Because instant approval, like we don't take time to get approval, and you can get a cash without a ATM. Because with Nike, one has to go only Bank Colombia branch to take out the cash. So if there's no Bank Colombia cash branch, like you can't take it out. But with our platform, you can take out from anywhere.
Okay. Do you have a slide presenting how much money one person would
Okay.
would borrow per month?
I am targeting here. Here is a target. Here is the target that what I'm doing is like in 1 year, we have to make a target of 1 million transaction from any amount, from 20,000 to 50,000 to 100,000. So we
Yeah,
need to make a 1 million transaction.
that's why I asked how
Mhm.
many transactions would a single person do in a year?
Uh, that's a
In order
question that
in
can
order
be
to
answered.
estimate in order
Mhm.
to estimate these 1 million transactions, if it's reasonable or not, you need to understand how many people you need to attract to the platform in both sides.
Yes, that is correct.
What is this number? Do you have?
I did not make numbers with how many people gonna take out the 20,000 and how many time per year, because that number we cannot predict right now. We can predict, we can say this number, this number, this number, but we both know that going to be changed with the time. That is
Yeah.
going to be changed with the different marketing strategy. That is going to change with the advertisement and PR. If we are in the news, we're gonna get more because people trust on news. So if we just go with a very slow process, we won't be able to make that much trust level because this one need trust.
I
So that
understand your point, and this is my concern here. You will have to attract a lot of people to the platform, lenders and borrowers, and it will cost you money to attract each one of them. If
yes,
the
that is
cost of acquisition is higher than the number of transactions and the amount of money that they borrow, the business plan will not be positive. The cash flow will not be positive. And you have also other costs. So this is the most critical number that you need to include in your presentation and be prepared to support it.
mm,
Because if you don't have this information, it's not possible to justify that your business will have positive cash flow.
yeah, I got it, and I'm writing down in my notes to bring those number in the slide.
Yeah, because the problem of working with a small amount of money is that you need to bring a lot of transactions to the platform. But it costs money. It costs you to acquire new clients, customers, users. So you need to balance the costs and the revenue generated by them. So it's one thing that it's hard to do in the stage that you are, I understand, but it's critical for the business. Maybe
Yes,
you have to make a test in the market with few places to test and see how it goes. You need to do research. You need to go into more detail in this study because it's critical. And in the point of view of investment, it's hard to make a decision without seeing this number.
yes, you are completely right. We have done the survey, but not that particular point. So this is what I was like planning. Maybe I can bring here. Yeah, like the alliance. So what I'm planning is to put the alliances. Like for Effecti, I'm already talking with them. So if we make an alliance with Effecti, we already have a 9,000 points available in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Then we are putting, like in every city, we are putting a person, like our presence. So
Mm-hmm.
that person will bring the shops on into the network. So there we're gonna build our networking.
Yeah.
And then where is the other information? And to attract the customers, we're gonna use publicity and marketing. But looking at the customer acquisition cost, yeah, I will bring out a slide for that. You have given us a good point.
Yeah. Hamed, we are running out of time. I believe
Okay.
that I've got information. I provide you feedback and with my point of view. I
All
hope I
right.
have helped with this point of view.
Sure, it does.
Great. So I suggest you to work on this aspect because it's a crazy idea that I like, but you need to have numbers to justify a positive cash flow projection.
All right, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So it
So
was very nice to talk to you, Hamid.
it's my pleasure, and thank you for all of the suggestions you have given me. And do you want that once I complete the deck, should I send it to you?
Yeah, you can send.
Sure.
Great. Have a good day. Good luck with business.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.